Previously on Dungeon Architect, the kingdom is on the brink of chaos. A new contract has been signed, and the fragile peace that held for so long has been shattered. Kella stumbles out of a tavern, reeking of cheap ale and desperation. Kella's world tilts on its axis. The hunter's reactions are a mix of shock and excitement.
HNHTH that.
The hunter's gaze sweeps the crowd, and Kella feels his heart sink. He knows he's in trouble. Kella's gaze meets the hunter's, and he knows he's in a world of trouble.
LM.
He leans in, his voice low, trying to appear nonchalant. The sounds of the tavern fade into the background as he waits for an answer.
Oh, yes. LSNR3MM took a look.
The whispers turn to murmurs, and the tavern's atmosphere shifts from lively to ominous. The words hang in the air like a challenge, and Kella can't shake the feeling that his life just got a whole lot more complicated.
It won't be a big deal, even though that Demon King Wretch's son is alive.
Kella finds solace in the hot springs, but his carefree state is short-lived. The weight of his dual identity threatens to consume him. The soothing waters and tranquil atmosphere are a welcome respite, but Kella's thoughts are a jumbled mess of panic and self-doubt. Kella's grin falters, and he's met with the harsh reality of his situation. The world of games is not a sanctuary, but a fragile disguise. Arya's words cut through the air, like a knife to the heart, reminding Kella of the danger lurking outside these walls. Ni's soothing presence offers Kella a fleeting sense of calm, but it's short-lived. Kella's eyes widen as he realizes the true nature of Ni's gift. It's a ticking time bomb that could blow his disguise to smithereens. It's going to undo my disguise spell. Oh no.
Wah. That could have been really bad. Y000 the hot spring water is really nice, huh? OSW. I relax now Sisahai, not the time to be leisurely enjoying a bath.
Rin's smile is contagious, but it's short-lived. Young Master Kella bursts into the room, shouting.
Rin's face contorts in pain as the holy water's effects kick in. Her attempt at humor falls flat. Holy water?
It feels like my body is burning. Ha. I was excited because she said.
Rin's attempt at humor falls flat as she tries to lighten the mood. I didn't see that scar earlier though.
Ha.
Rin's face is set, her jaw clenched in determination. They're going to take down the Demon King no matter what it takes.
Killing the Demon King.
Rin's conviction is starting to crack, her resolve tested by the weight of their mission. The air is tense, the weight of the truth hanging precariously in the balance. What will happen next?
Chiwu. You.
The pieces fall into place, the truth finally revealed. Heaven's message was right, and Rin can see her companion's true form.
Look at that eye. Heaven's message was right.
Rin's eyes widen in shock as she takes in the truth. But why now? What's changed in her companion's heart that makes her reveal this truth? Rin's mind is racing with questions. The demon's response cuts through the confusion. Her words are laced with a tone of ownership, of acceptance. It was you who leaked the information. The demon's power rages on, destroying everything in its path. Rin's eyes are fixed on the destruction, her heart numb with fear. The very fabric of reality is torn apart. Rin's mind reels with the power of the demon's magic. Rin's eyes widen in shock as she confronts the demon before her. The air seems to thicken, heavy with anticipation.
Idman King Hel Kaldan's daughter, Srils Kaldan.
My blood runs through your veins, making you my daughter, but you're a lab rat, a mere experiment. a throwaway life. The weight of this truth crushes you, but you hold your head high. Endurance is a word she knows all too well, and all I could do was to endure them. Tears well up in her eyes as the memories come flooding back. Her eyes are glued to his, searching for answers, but the Demon King's expression gives nothing away. The air is thick with anticipation as Hell speaks, his voice dripping with authority. L3TN3HL me bestow ho with a name. Your name shall be Srill's Calden. Her thoughts are a jumble of emotions, a mix of fear, anger, and desperation. She knows she has to escape, to find a way out of this prison and back to her father's side. But for now, she's stuck in this limbo, unable to move, unable to think. The pain is overwhelming, a physical and emotional ache that threatens to consume her. She knows she's not alone, that there are others out there who are suffering just as much. The air is thick with tension. Hell's arrogance has hit its peak. Then, she says something that makes the Demon King's eyes flicker with surprise.
You really are arrogant.
A scream echoes through the void, a cry of despair that seems to shake the very foundations of the realm. The sounds of battle fade into the distance as Hell stumbles back, her vision blurring. The weight of her responsibilities threatens to crush her, a heavy burden that seems impossible to bear. She knows she must flee, but a part of her wants to stay and protect the realm.
He had no choice but to return to Talua since backup forces had arrived.
But a sudden interruption throws her off course, a shocking revelation about her own family's history.
That's impossible. You're a daughter of the Demon King.
In the heat of battle, alliances are tested and tempers fray.
Wretch. They probably thought we were humans, just like them. Still attacked Nolam SN hesitation.
Arya's world is crumbling, and she's facing an enemy who will stop at nothing.
Young master.
Father's power is awakening, a darkness so intense, it threatens to consume everything around him. The air is charged with an unseen force, and Arya can feel it coursing through her veins. She's trying to make sense of it, but her mind is racing.
Father's power. To Srill's, Arsal was like a second home, so she knew the entirety of the layout.
Every alley, every street, every hidden passage. She knows them all. A map etched into her mind.
It too used Hell's mana.
Hell's power, once used for good, now fuels the destruction of Arsal. The line between hero and villain blurred. Desperation creeps in, like a chill on a cold winter's night. Srill's eyes widen, and she gasps in shock. Gasp! Srill's eyes lock onto Hell, her mind racing with the implications. So you're my older brother, not in the... The realization hits her like a ton of bricks, and her voice rises in shock as the weight of the task ahead crushes them, and they exchange a somber look.
Yeah.
The plan unfolds, a strategy born out of desperation. Srill's voice is laced with a hint of sadness.
I need Arsal's magic anyway, and Srill's would know them all. What just happened? If this gets out, our reputation will be ruined.
Hayden's voice is laced with conviction as he swears on his name. General Killian is expected to arrive shortly, his message calling for Wyeth Otol to return to Arsal as soon as possible.
So, Kilman. My brother is dead? Yes, he sacrificed himself to kill the Demon King, bravely. So what? He's been killed? By a demon. At that.
Anyway, since Arsal's situation should be known to the other countries, lots of demons gather here. The air is thick with tension, and the silence is oppressive, heavy with anticipation.
After using lots of mana, I have to restrain myself right after.
Kella's introspection continues, drawing parallels from their battle with the Demon King. Looking back, even the Demon King rested after a fight.
Captain Killian, it seems you've gotten several times stronger in that short time.
Kella's gaze lingers on Killian, a mixture of awe and concern. If General Killman saw, he would be very happy.
Deed. Watch your ill now, Sile, loud voice.
Captain Killian stands at attention, his eyes locked on the king's messenger. He's been summoned, but he's not eager to obey.
I don't think my anger would be satisfied even if we killed Kella Kaldun right now. Sorry, Kalka. So it's you.
HW Brothers Killer, Hal Kaldun.
Curdly, will the tracking spell work with just the head? It's possible, Captain.
The bloodstains on the head will let me search for those of the same bloodline.
Talkin's second squad?
Honestly, in Talua,
This is huge. Killman's strength was the benchmark for our entire realm. If Talkin's squad can defeat him so easily, what does that say about our chances against the Demon King? But there's another issue: Killman's weakness. Invasion of Talua? That was just a bluff, and now it's coming straight for us. The likes of Killman can't even keep up with our plans, let alone take us down. Srill's eyes light up with an idea, determination written all over his face. Their discussions turn into loud, animated debates. Srill's enthusiasm is contagious, spreading to the rest of the group. Plans are made, strategies are devised, and the team splits up to work on their parts. 3HL, widely acknowledged as the strongest, lets out a confident smile. But Bayo remains skeptical, unsure if Srill's plan will work as promised. Mo tries to stall for time, stalling to work on his own project. He envisions a world where no one can interrupt him, a world where his creation comes to life. Srill's expression remains determined, never wavering. Mo begins learning Arsal's magic on the way to their destination. His hands move swiftly as he tries to absorb the complex spells. The difficulty of the magic becomes apparent as Mo struggles to keep up. For days later, the group faces a new challenge as they journey deeper into the unknown. Suddenly, the peaceful atmosphere is shattered by the sound of steel clashing with steel. Sile and 3HL are surrounded. Sile's eyes widen as he realizes their predicament. Fears of being caught up in the invasion of Talua linger, but they thought they'd evaded their pursuers. The group remains frozen in shock as the Talcan of white charges towards them. Fear takes hold and they attempt to retreat. The group's faces twist in a mix of surprise and intrigue as they contemplate the figure's words. The King of Demons just figured out why he's having a city-destroying problem next week. His name is Kaldun, and this isn't his first rodeo. The Earth Demons greet the great Kella Kaldun, their master. Their words are laced with a mix of respect and fear.
well aside, there's also an excellent warrior we should recruit.
Lano, a hot-headed soldier, can't believe his eyes. He sees demons of all creatures living in harmony with humans. Inom, the master, smiles, proud of his people. Bastaros, the general, grins maniacally. His men are ready to lay waste to the city. The air is thick with tension. The earth demons know their time is running out. The demon's eyes widen in surprise, but his grip on the young one doesn't loosen. Douglas didn't run and tried to save the children until the very end. Whoa, Douglas did Ich name sounds trusty. An earth demon who can engage in combat is more than what I could hope for. It would be better for Ho to look for someone else. The city teeters on the brink of destruction. Talua's soldiers closing in like a hungry storm. Khaldun, the great demon, stands firm, his eyes fixed on the horizon. You may be the son of the great demon king, but I am not obligated. Khaldun's voice cuts through the chaos, his words a stark reminder of the stakes. Unfortunate, just how many times I tried so hard to obtain an orc. The city's fate hangs in the balance, as Khaldun's eyes flash with a hint of desperation. The city's people offer him a glimmer of hope, a chance to find the strength he needs to save them.
MDDO. NT.
The city's people cry out in frustration, their voices a stark reminder of the desperation that grips them. Kella Uwas. The threat of destruction looms large as General Killman's soldiers draw closer. Khaldun's face twists in a mixture of anger and fear.
They're summoning the actual Hell King. The one who brought ruin last time wasn't a test run. He's the real deal, and Overwhy's about to become his next victim. Overwhy's life is on the line. Kella's got a blade pressed against his neck. He realizes Overwhy doesn't remember anything about the smithy, but Douglas might. Was he working on something? And what exactly is Kella planning? Overwhy was making things at the smithy, but they weren't for fighting. Overwhy wouldn't have noticed the barrier if he didn't have the Demon King's mana coursing through him. What secrets is that magic holding? There was one weird point that Overwhy couldn't explain.
Heek. Oio Moyu?
How could this be? Great warrior Douglas.
Overwhy charges forward, his sword at the ready. Kella and Douglas stand back to back, their eyes scanning the surroundings. Kella's stance is tense, expectant. They're in worse shape than I imagined. The air is thick with a dark, heavy atmosphere.
The dark elf looks up, its eyes glinting with a malevolent light. It'll be less clear than transferring my own memories, but
Among those young children, Douglas sees some who are chosen by human nobles. Kella's voice is a low growl, her eyes blazing with a fierce light. And among those young children, those chosen by human nobles are taken away by force. These stories speak of an unending sky and blue oceans. The young elves can only imagine what lies beyond their enclosed world. Fantastic foods and carefree travels are things that we could never learn about in this place.
Overwhy charges forward, a fierce determination burning in his eyes. His comrades watch in awe as he unleashes a torrent of blows against the earth demons. The ground shakes beneath their feet as they stumble backward. The human nobles were secretly kidnapping dark elves to raise them as livestock, not to rescue children. The true horror of their intentions was only now coming to light. Kwasa. The sound of a scream shattered the air, echoing off the stone walls of the dark elf encampment. Hyheim Demon King dead. They're useful if we want to survive from the humans. The dark elf's words sent a chill down the spines of the humans. I was miserable enough from enduring my father's oppression. But these children...
Me neither. We will cleanse this place of the earth demons. The dark elf's vow had been made. Everyone, there are none of them. Yuwu, T. The chaos erupted, and the dark elf charged forward.
This isn't a game. This is real life. If I can change things with my own power, then I won't stay put like before. Quack. Kill them. Could they be doing this for me? Then we have to. Agay. Luak. Do you hear those cries of pain? You'll get all of them back. As I thought.
In a desperate attempt to save his dying children, Srills makes a Faustian bargain. He offers a portion of his lifespan in exchange for a portion of a demon's power. The demon's lifespan is no trivial thing. It boosts their physical capabilities by several dozen times over.
Lua. WH Wadis THS? Ella no want to be tortured. Ever again. Cursed Yoy. How dare you get in my way? I'm going to-top Yoy unt live die. Don't screw with me. That's never going to happen. Kook. Ugh. SH garbage. Wood, was it? Anyhow, I like you.
The children's lives are hanging in the balance, and Srills is fighting against a power he doesn't fully understand. He's about to unleash a behemoth on the city. Its force so cataclysmic that I can feel the tremors beneath my feet. I've just saved its entire population, and now this.
Cook. Wood. I raised you, who was abandoned, you dare betray Ya.
The stakes have never been higher. Wood's attack is relentless. Each blow a crushing, thunderous strike that shatters everything in its path. I counterattack, desperate to stay a step ahead.
Cook.
His eyes are vacant, his movements erratic. He's not even thinking about me anymore. He's fixated on killing Wood.
Cook.
Time's running out, and I still don't know how to save this Jissen. No matter how slowly time flows in this place, I need to act quickly.
Hikik. Diet. This is within your consciousness.
Sweat drips down their forehead as they focus on syncing their mind and body.
However, as your mind and body become more in sync, you can unlock more and more.
Wood's words hang in the air like a challenge.
Kella Kaldun.
The speaker's voice trembles with anticipation.
Cecile, Hell's Fire Arrow?
The speaker's desperate gaze darts around the cramped. Their hand clenches into a fist. I mutters under their breath. Cursed. I can't use splash magic because of the ceiling. The speaker glances up at Wood, whose confident smirk widens. Don't worry. The speaker's face sets in a determined expression. What will they do next? Wood's eyes flash with triumph. Can the speaker find a way to counterattack? The ores are free, and our lifespan is the new price of progress. Deep within the earth, they're extracting a deadly secret, one that threatens to erase the line between life and extinction. Don't get caught again, Sir Kella warns, his voice heavy with the weight of responsibility. Live your lives freely, but be aware of the danger lurking around every corner. Wood's eyes light up with a mix of shock and gratitude as he processes the truth. Wood's silence speaks volumes, his body language a reflection of his inner turmoil. He's lost his family, and now his life is measured in minutes. An impossible choice lies ahead. Join Sir Kella's group and risk everything, or forge his own path, uncertain and fraught with danger.
Sir Kella, thought I was going to live like this until the day I die. Can really leave this place? Can.
The air is thick with tension as Sir Kella gazes into the eyes of Wood, a demon child who's never seen the world beyond these walls. Sir Kella's response is immediate, his words laced with a sense of urgency. We need something to get us moving, something that can carry us across this vast expanse. Wood's voice, barely above a whisper. Listen, you're the newbie here, so you have to listen to us. You got that? Yes. Whatever